Oh my gosh. Yeah, we welcome to another episode of the 710 Slickville show. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka Mr. 710. And I am glad you are joining me once again. Man, it's gonna be one of those shows today. We gon' we gonna push through, but man, it's bittersweet today. Bittersweet today. But for anybody that don't know, this is an interactive show. So like, share, comment, call in. The phone number is 470-251-4343. And so we want to thank everybody for watching via the Status Network app, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube Live, Roku, as well as Amazon Fire Stick via the Status Network app. And we also want to thank you for listening to the podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere else that you may listen to your podcast. Do me a favor and please subscribe, rate 5 stars where available, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We greatly appreciate it. So on tonight's show, we will be talking about Kobe. We're going to be talking about, since last week as always, weird stuff that people ask for, things I hate asking for, and red flags. We're talking about all that today. It's going to be a jam-packed show. And if you hadn't shared this feed, go ahead and share this feed. Tag somebody. This is gonna be one of them shows. But before I get too into the silly stuff, let's go ahead and talk about Kobe, man. We lost a great one yesterday, and it was tough. And part of the reason why it was tough is because, on top of him being an NBA legend, and a global icon when it came to basketball and everything else that he was doing. He's a husband and a father, and that part made it tough. That part made it tough as a husband, as somebody that's taking care of kids. It was rough. It was rough, and full disclosure. I was not a huge Kobe fan. Just put it out there. I was not a huge Kobe fan, and part of the reason why that is because I'm Team MJ. Team MJ. Kobe was getting too close, and so there were times that I rooted against him, getting more rings. But you always had to respect his game. But I think the thing that hit home for me was that he's still young. Like he was young, and yes, he had kids and a family, and I just couldn't. It was a whole bunch of stuff that he had going on that somebody could relate to, and I think that part made it tough. And so, Lil Mama crawled up in my arms last night, and as much as she was getting on my nerves with all her crying when she got back from their mom's house, and the energy that the boys had with them, I just had to hold her. I had to hold her close to me, because I felt that, and I couldn't imagine a scenario in which, you leave, and that's the last time that you see your spouse or one of your kids, for that matter, and. Man, that was tough for me. That was tough for me just because, we 41, I'll be 40 this year, and all that stuff, it just didn't seem like it was supposed to happen. Like it's a shock to the system. Like it's a glitch in the matrix, and it's just, I'm sitting on the couch and this Pro Bowl about to come on, and I get this text like, yo, is Kobe? No, I ain't heard nothing about that. So of course you you hop on social media and you go in and you start texting people like, hey, is this for real? And you see it scrolling, you see it, and nobody thinks that it's real. Nobody thinks it's real, and I think part of the reason that is Kobe. This can't happen. This can't happen to Kobe. Like, you had thought that Kobe would have figured out a way to jump out. Not that he an action hero, but it's Kobe though. And I was just like, yo, I felt some kind of way. I felt some kind of way yesterday, and I can't. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't. It affected me yesterday. It's still weird to even think about it because he was probably like I was trying to think about my childhood basketball heroes and the heroes that I had coming up as far as basketball is concerned, and for the most part, all of them are still living. The the '92 Dream Team, like shoot, everybody expected Magic Johnson to have been gone for his own reason, but like it's what it is, yo. And so I don't know, man. It's been tough, you know. I send my prayers to their family and everything. I just like I said, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. And then it's like the weird transition time from the sad Kobe story, because I didn't, like I told y'all last week, like I go to funerals and I'm there to mourn and whatnot, but I don't like being sad. Not in. I don't want y'all to be sad. So I told you it's gonna be bittersweet. We was gonna reflect on that real quick and then kind of get to a little ignorant stuff. And one of my best transitions to get to the ignorance is all right. And so since last week, one of the kids had to stay home because he had pink eye. This is number two. Number two woke up. He woke up with pink eye. And when I tell you that pink eye is scary. Pink eye is scary because I don't know how you get pink eye. You just wake up with it. And as a fairly new parent, to me, you just don't know how to deal with that kind of stuff. Like pink eye is like an eye plague. Like, hey, don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing, close your eyes, don't rub your eye, don't put your head on nothing. Like all of this stuff was in my thought process. Like, do not touch anything, nothing. And so, and when I'm like, I want to give him a helmet and one of them little astronaut joints because I do not want him to touch anything. I didn't want him to get too close to me. He was sneezing a little bit, and every time he sneezed, I was kind of like, oh. Like, I felt like he was sneezing on me, and he could have been in another room. I was just like, damn, we're going to have to burn this couch because we might have to move because he just all over the house. Like, he was looking at it like it was going to be a free day because I guess when you have pink eye, you don't necessarily feel bad, but your eye pink. And I was just like, yo, hey man, stay over there. Just stay over there. Don't get too close. He asked me for food and I'm like, I get it. And I'm gonna set it down. I'll call you when it's ready. Cause for me, no man, I can't run up in no business talking about, hey, you want to get internet and this and that, and I got pink eye. Like, that's not going to be the case. Like, he had a legit eye plague. And then since last week, this was actually today. You know when kids lie to you and they lie directly in your face, like they hit you with a lie that's so directly in your face that you like, come on, man. I want to be mad at you, but I'm mad that you thought you was going to get away with it. Like, and so I have to tell them every morning the same three things. Wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Same three things every day. Every single day. And so when I come in, before I even went downstairs, I went and checked their bathroom. Sink was wet. All right, cool. They know I checked the sink. I told them I was going to check the sink. They didn't think I was going to check them toothbrushes, though. And so I go, check the toothbrush. It's dry on the back. All right, it's been 10 minutes. Maybe it dried up. But I tell you what's not going to dry up. It's them bristles. You flick them bristles and it ain't a mist. Oh, that toothbrush ain't been used. That toothbrush bone dry. So as I'm on my way downstairs, hey, yo, number 2, you brush your teeth? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Then why is your toothbrush dry? Oh, I forgot. And turns right around and go upstairs. Come on, man. Got your ass. Going upstairs, like, it made me so mad because he tried it. He tried it in the worst way. He tried that in the worst way. And when I tell you that it made me so mad that he tried it, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you didn't even lie good. Like you lied twice, and then you was like, I forgot. How you forget? What you mean you forgot? This was 2 minutes ago. You couldn't forget whether or not you brushed your teeth or not. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to do better. You got to do better. You can't trick me. I keep telling them that y'all not smarter than me. I just look like this. But I ain't stupid. And so it was since last week that kind of transitions into this weird stuff that people ask for. Now, I don't know how long you all been following the show, but when we were at the other station, I told a story about when I lived in an apartment, so this is probably over 2 years ago, where one of my neighbors, I used to call her Middle Eastern Felicia. Now, Middle Eastern Felicia did not talk to me until she wanted something. Like, legit, would not say a word to me, walk right past me like I was invisible. But the stuff she asked me for, like she asked me to borrow my broom one day. I'm like, damn, like, all right, you can borrow my broom. But I hate that she borrowed it so long that I had to go ask for it back. Like, I was sitting there, I was like, hey, it's been 4 hours and her apartment the same size as ours. Would it be petty for me to go over there and ask my broom back? Just because I'm one of those type of people that if I'm borrowing something from you, I'm gonna use it right then and then bring it back. Like, I'm not gonna borrow something that I'm gonna have to use. Like in a broom, most of the apartment was carpet, so you only had the small kitchen area and then the bathroom. That's less than 30 minutes of sweeping. Unless you're out here sweeping the carpet in these streets, which you should have asked for a vacuum cleaner instead. Come on, Middle Eastern Felicia. So let me tell you, I'm not saying I'm not Mother Teresa, I'm not Dalai Lama or nothing like that. I'm not the nicest person in the world. But I went over there and asked for my broom back. She had it for about 4 hours. I turned around and bought this woman a broom. I bought her a broom nicer than the one I had. You know, it took this wanks 3 weeks to say thank you. Now, that's not why I did it. But still, it was 3 weeks. Hold on, let me do this.
1 week later, 6 months later.
She finally said thank you. Fam. All right. She say thank you to that, but I think she only said thank you so that she could ask me for something else. She comes over, knocks on the door. Hey, excuse me, is there any way that I could borrow your Wi-Fi password? What? Is there any way? Yes, can I borrow your Wi-Fi password? No. No. You cannot. You cannot borrow my Wi-Fi password. As a matter of fact, I don't even have Wi-Fi. I got dial-up. I got to plug in. I can't even do it. No, you can't come in. And I hate to lie because I'm not. I try to keep from doing that type of stuff, but I was just like, come on, man. You asked me for my Wi-Fi password. This chick asked me to take her kid to the bus stop, and then had an attitude when I was just going to warm up my car. I still had my robe on and my dress pants on, and she was like, "So you're not gonna take them right now?" I don't even know you. What are you doing? Come on, man. Yeah, how do you borrow internet? Now, I have no idea. She just wanted my password. And then she was like, well, I could pay you half of your bill. I don't know if you're using half of the data. Like, she legit tried it. Like, what? Come on, man. Come on, Middle Eastern Felicia. Don't do me like that. And I was like, I'm not going to say that. But I had those stereotypical thoughts. Like, if I don't let her borrow this, then what might happen? Let's not worry about that. But anyway, that brought me to this past Tuesday. I thought that was the worst. I thought Middle Eastern Felicia was the worst. And so I go to the bowling alley to get some practice in, and it was these two dudes out sitting outside. I walk in, I speak to people that's sitting outside. Hey, what's up, fellas? You know, they was just like, hey, man, how you doing, man? Just trying to get some food. Oh, that's what's up. I kept it moving. And so we sitting there, I'm getting my stuff together, and they come in. They was like, well, excuse me, sir. Can I get $2 for a drink? We was able to scrape together some change to get some fries, but I need $2 for a drink. All right, man, whatever. I ain't buying you no food. Sam, get them a drink. One drink to share. So he get the drink, and the white dude over there drinking, the black dude still kind of walking around, kind of pacing. Now I got all my stuff out on the bowling table or whatever. Next thing you know, he starts watching. I throw a couple balls now, but I don't trust nobody. So I'm throwing the ball and looking at him, throwing my ball, looking at him. He comes downstairs, and he's like, can I bowl one? Bowl one what? Yeah, I want to bowl a turn. Hell, no. No, what? You know what, bro? You ain't even got no shoes. Come on, man. Like, you ain't even got no shoes. Like, no, man, you can't bowl one. I done already bought you a drink. I done already spent $2 on a drink. I'm not spending $2 to get you no shoes for you to throw one ball. Hey, man, I'm just practicing. Oh, come on, man. No, not doing it at all. So when I tell you, I almost felt like I asked for that, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing nothing else. And the reason why, see this, before I go on, before I tell you why I didn't do it, am I mean for not buying them any food? Am I mean for not letting Buddy throw one ball or bowl a game with me? Because I didn't know him. Yes, he asked to bowl a turn, a single turn. Actress Free on Instagram said, no, I am not mean. Thank you. Listen, when I left out a part on purpose. When I walked into the bowling alley, these two fools is out there smoking weed. And not a roach, a whole damn blunt. I'm talking about they out here getting it in. And I'm like, listen, In my mind, how are you gonna ask me for anything, money wise, and you smoking weed? You got money. Ain't nobody out here just loaning you no weed. You ain't getting no weed on consignment. You ain't just borrowing no joints or nothing like that. Nigga, this is a whole weed. Come on, man. They came in the bowling alley asking me for money and for drinks and the bowler turn like I hit the blunt on the way in and I owed them money. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. Got to be more careful. And so, I'm a solutions-oriented person, but I couldn't give them my solution. Because in my mind, I'm thinking that, guess what? If you weren't smoking, then you wouldn't be hungry. If you wasn't smoking, then you might not be dehydrated and you won't need nothing to drink. I'm a solutions-oriented person. I can't help you with that. Come on, man. But ain't no way in the world you gonna ask me for no money and you got money for weed. Come on, man. And you smoking out in the open, like it's one thing if you just walked up smelling like weed. That's one thing. It ain't making it no better. But at the same time, I'm still on a strong no. Absolutely no. Hell no. But I see you smoking. Hey, come on, man. We ain't doing that one. I look like the sucker. I look like the person to ask for all these random things. Man, if y'all don't go on somewhere. And so the messed up part about that, I finished my 3 games of practice or whatever, and I go to pay for my stuff, and they're not out there no more. They had just left. Well, they not in the back area no more. They had just left, and I'm like, listen, I didn't get them nothing extra. So if you don't see my lights, pull out right away when I get in the car. I'm scrapping. Call the police, come outside, do whatever it is you got to do. But just know that's what it is. That night, I think I was there for the smoke. I was there for the smoke because that's a reckless amount of begging. Like, he a professional beggar, not a whole blunt. Yeah, he was reckless with the begging. I think there's just certain things that just can't take place when you asking people for stuff. Like, if you already owe somebody money, you can't be out kicking it. Like, you can't be out kicking it. Like, you can't ask people for money and you at the club. Like, then you paid to get in? And this is primarily for dudes, because I know women go to the club without money and leave wasted. I know that takes place. But for dudes, come on, bro. I can't do that. I can't do that. Like, you can't be out on a whole vacation and then be like, yo, man, can you buy me a hot dog? Unless that was part of the plan coming in. Like, you can't be no stranger. Like, one of my partners, one of my guys, yeah, we'll get you taken care of. But a stranger? Can't do that for you. I don't know you like that, fam. Yeah, how you ask the bowler turn? I have no idea. Like, that's a level of balls that I just don't think that I have. Like, he should be in sales. Like, he probably wouldn't be good because he might be high all the time. But, if you ain't got no shame to ask people for stuff, then you should be in sales. Because that's all it is. You just asking people for money, but you actually providing a service. Nigga, you can't provide nothing for me other than just a thank you that I won't feel good about doing. I'm like Jalen Rose, be like, not going to be able to do it. And so let me move on. So I was thinking about them asking me for something. Because that was weird as hell. Go ahead and comment, what's the weirdest thing somebody ever asked you for? What is the weirdest thing somebody ever asked you for? Because I think that's at the top of the list. Like, we've all been asked for rides. We've all been asked for, for money for a little change, on the streets or whatever. But if you got a good story about something that somebody asked you for that was really weird or off the wall, 470-251-4343. I like to hear that. That'd be dope. But things I hate asking people for. My brother said somebody asked him for a shoelace. Like, where was you gonna get that from? And if you took it out of yours, then you was gonna need a shoelace. That not gonna be able to do it. And so things I hate asking people for. I think some of it. I don't like asking for help. I don't know why. I just don't like to. I'll accept it. I'll accept help. I just don't like asking. And it's primarily for stuff that I feel like I should be able to do. It's just stuff that I feel like I should be able to do. Like, if I'm in a bad place, then it's usually the last resort before I ask somebody for something. Like, I try my hardest not to ask people for stuff. Like, I don't mind doing for people, but it's hard for me to just ask somebody for something. Like, my wife got mad that I really didn't ask my friends to help us move. Like, because I know how I feel. I know how I feel when it comes to other people asking me to help them move. And so, wait, I just got messed up real quick. I'm going to come back to that, Jan. Because I've helped somebody move. Somebody asked me to help them move, and I was like, cool, I help you move. In my mind, once again, because I play out all these scenarios in my mind if you hadn't noticed. In my mind, I'm thinking, if you need help moving, your stuff packed. And you need me to help you take your stuff out the house, put it in a truck, take it out the truck, put it in your new place. No, I helped a coworker move one day, and I ended up helping him pack. That ain't what I signed up for. Hey, man, you ain't got your stuff. If you ain't got your stuff ready, I can't help you. I'm not a packer. I help you move. This is what I do. I help you take stuff that's already in boxes out your house and put it in your truck. We take it to where it's going, and I take it out your truck and put it in your new place. I'm not unpacking. That's not part of the deal. Get you some other friends for that. Call some of your girlfriends and get them to do that. That's not my thing. I didn't even like unpacking my own house, let alone helping somebody else unpack theirs. Jennifer Wells on Facebook said a stranger asked her for a bite of her soup. What kind of soup was this? They actually used my ID. Wow. Did they look like you? That's the question. Did they look like you? I don't like to ask people to babysit. And so, as a foster parent, they have I don't even know if I want to call it a service, but it's an option that you can use. It's called respite. And for the weekend, you can take your kids. I mean, you get up to like 10 days a year that you can use respite. So when you get tired or you got something that you really want to do, you can take your foster kids and be like, hey, y'all figure it out. Yeah, foster parent of 3, free. Y'all figure it out. I'll be back Sunday. And we have that option. Well, I have a hard time using it. I have a hard time using it because pushing, even though the respite is set up for the kids to go to somebody else that could take in 3 kids, we just haven't used it. We pay for a babysitter to come by. Now, I be feeling bad. Like, you know what? I'm glad these. I mean, I know them. We all cool. I'm cool with the people that come by. I'm not gonna say that they not my friends, but do I think I would feel comfortable with taking these kids out to one of my college roommate friends that I've been knowing for 20 years? I might burn up the currency of our relationship. Like they'd be like, "Hey man, what you bring these kids over here for?" Like they was cool, but you owe me a couple $1,000 because they tore up some stuff that was expensive. Like I know the kids and they not horrible, but at the same time, just putting off 3. If it's 1, it's one thing. And 3 changes the game. Like I just don't see myself. Like I don't like asking for people to watch the kids. I haven't used the respite. And I think that's part of the reason. Like I don't know. I'm just not here for it. I feel like we probably should, because sometimes we be needing breaks. Anybody that's on, you can't really see it on Instagram, but it really looked like on the Facebook feed and on the Status Network feed. Like I got that David banner with that real gray part right in the middle. I can see them grays coming in. Whew. And so Left Hand Rookie on Instagram said, "I don't like sharing my phone charger." I feel that 100%. Is it worse? No, I already know it's worse. Is it the fact that is it more of a problem when somebody asks you to use it and your phone is still charged? If your phone is still plugged up? Is it worse that they ask you to use it while your phone's still plugged up, or just in general, like you don't like sharing it? And because I have a thought on that, because I feel like if my phone's still on the charger, I probably have an attitude when people ask, can they use my charger, more so than when it's off and it's just, I just got it hanging out. You know what I mean? Because I was at a family reunion one time, and you say when your phone's still on the charger. I was at a family reunion one time, and we were at the bowling alley. I had my phone tucked away in a nice little hiding spot, and I'm letting it charge. I go check it. I go bowl my turn, go check my phone, and my phone, the last I checked, was at like 60%. So I'm like, cool, leave it charged up, go bowl, and I think somebody saw me checking my phone and saw the cord. And one of my cousins went and took the liberty of seeing what my percentage was. So my percentage was, and was like, just assume that, oh, he at 80. I can take his phone off because I need to use it. But they didn't ask me. I got a whole attitude. What percentage you at? Yeah. I didn't even get that question. You know what I'm talking about, Left Hand Rookie. And so I go check my phone, and the bad part about it, it still had the cord into the bottom of the phone, but it ain't had that little charge sign in the corner. Like, what's going on? Somebody had unplugged my phone from the base and then plugged their cord into my base and left their phone. Come on, man. Come on, man. How you? No, don't do that. I took both phones. I took both phones. Now she felt like her phone had gotten stolen. Yeah. You'll come find it. You'll find it soon enough. You'll find it soon enough. Yeah.
5 minutes later.
Somebody got my phone. I don't know where my phone at. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you don't. I got it. I took your phone off the charger. You had 30%. That was enough. That was enough for you to get home. Don't do me like that. And so, also, I hate asking people for directions. Now, the good thing about having GPS now, outside of, I think it's a couple of them that's kind of bad, is, back in the day before GPS, I hated to have to ask people for directions. You ask somebody for directions, and if they be like, well, you got to go down probably about 10 minutes and then make a left, and then it's probably about another 3 or 4 blocks that way, and then you got to make a right, and it's another 2.5 or 3 blocks up, and then you'll see it. What? I need stuff that's precise. I need real directions. You can't tell me 3 or 4 blocks. You can't tell me 7 or 8 blocks. Because if I miss a block and then I'm short on another block, well, I'm lost. And being lost is probably one of my pet peeves. So probably the only person that I really trusted to give me verbal driving directions was my dad. In Chicago. My dad could tell you how to get anywhere in Chicago, and you'd be like, "Hey, I'm at 91st and Cicero." Oh yeah, okay, I know exactly where you at. He was the human GPS. My brother could tell you, he can get you anywhere in the city. But he been there all his life, so I get it. But that was probably the only person I trust. One of the few people I trust with verbal directions on how to get somewhere. But before I get out of here, has anybody seen that Tyler Perry movie Fall from Grace on Netflix? If you've seen that movie, that movie made me think about red flags. We talk about we had a whole bunch of relationship shows on this show, and red flags would come up, and for the people that had horrible relationships, or people that had somebody try to run game on them, did you peep the red flags? Did you see them, or were you blinded by something? And being blinded by something, regardless of what it was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Yes, it is full of red flags. You see stuff. And that same dude played a whack dude on Nobody's Fool with Tiffany Haddish and Tika Sumpter and Amari Hardrick. Well, he was a whack dude in there, but just in a different way. But he is slowly working his way up to Tariq St. Patrick status, where people just gonna start sending him death threats. But I started thinking about the red flags and some of the red flags that dude displayed. I was trying to see, like, do you want to subscribe to the thing? Like, sometimes if it's too good to be true, it might be too good to be true, or something like that. And so, what red flags do guys look past? Some of the red flags that I think dudes look past is when a chick be like, "Haha, I'm crazy." Look, if she say that, believe it. You got to believe it. Just because she hit you with a haha beforehand, hey, that don't mean it ain't true. Because if somebody put "I'm crazy" ... LOL in a text message, oh, you best believe that person's crazy. Don't let that LOL at the end fool you. I don't know the exact stats on this, but 81% of the time, if she got some fire, she might be crazy, yo. She might be crazy. Ask her. Next time you smash somebody with some fire, fellas, be like, hey, this is too good. You crazy? Just ask her. Whoo, that was so good. Are you crazy? Just ask her. You're going to get one or two answers. They're going to be like, so why would you ask me that? Or a little bit. Hey, she tell you a little bit. Multiply it by 8 and bounce. You got to go. Break up, fam. It's over. Let it be over with. Ladies, listen. Are you listening? If a dude tells you, this also Steve, I'm not about to hit y'all with no Steve Harvey stuff. Listen, just listen real quick. Don't fall for the red flags. Don't fall for the red flags. Hey, if a dude only talk to you while he in his car, hey, he got a chick. Just assume side chick positions. Just assume side chick your role. It'll be all right. Left Hand Rookie on Instagram said, if she wear a bonnet in Walmart, she probably crazy. A lot of collect calls. Wow. I'm just putting it out there. I'm putting y'all on some game. Hey, I will also say, yeah, anybody, this men and women, I'm about that life. Especially if it's a woman, she crazy. If she be like, I done some things. Crazy. If a dude tell you that I ain't like that no more, beware of the relapse. It could happen again. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Yeah, but it's all good. And listen, let me tell you this before I get out of here. And I want to put y'all on to not all the red flags, 'cause I just don't have that much time. But you start a new job, you got to take inventory of your surroundings. You walk into a job and ain't nobody talking, nobody smiling. I don't care what job it is. You ain't going to be happy. They either fronting or it's some bull jive going on. If you go to a job and they start talking about, yo, these folks up in here, they just fired about 8 people. Hey, listen. Get on about that thing. Yeah. Oh, Eric said, if anybody say the old me would have, that's the old them trying to get out. Facts. Facts, E. Let me also tell you, you start a new job, I don't care how nice it is. Fortune 50 company or a mom and pop shop. If they got 1-ply toilet paper, Hey, hey, they got one ply toilet paper. They don't care about you. Let me just go ahead and let you know. If they have one ply toilet paper, they do not care about their employees. Facts. You can go ahead and take that to the board. Cause you can take that to the bank. Cause here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be one day that you're gonna be struggling. Your stomach gonna be hurting. And you might not be one of those people that doo-doo at work. But if you used to 2-ply and they got 1-ply at your job and you have one of them sessions, you gonna start wiping and then
1 hour later.
you still gonna be wiping. Finger might go through. You gonna clog up the toilet and everybody gonna know it's you. Oh, they also said if you look, if they got 1-ply toilet paper, they probably ain't gonna give you no 401k either. you ain't got no benefits or nothing. Let's slide on over to these everyday situations. Everyday situations. Look, if you go to Target, and it's a Target that I'm thinking about, and they got metal detectors on the outside and security guards on the outside, oh fam, it goes down in there. It goes down in there. Camp Creek. Goes down. It go down. First time. all facts. Listen. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Just beware of your surroundings. Red flags. If you go into a Kroger and they got the black food, the food that black people like, in an area that you got to pay for it in order to get out to the rest of the store. Flash shows. Yo, you in the hood, it probably go down in there. You see some people walking out, you be like, damn, they thick. That's a ham. That's a real ham. Restaurants. You go to a restaurant and it should be a day that it's jumping and ain't no cars in the parking lot. Red flag. Don't eat there. I don't care what your friend told you. I don't care what that dude said. I don't care what they said on the radio. They probably got roaches. Or the food is horrible. I'm just trying to tell y'all this. Tell y'all these things. Azima Anthony said, if they got 1-ply toilet paper, you ain't gonna get no raises. Hey, this is just what it is. If you go to a club and they serve liquor in pints, they just bring you out a pint. Like, yo, can I get let me get a Crown, and they give you a pint. It goes down up in there. You gonna scrap. You gonna scrap in there. If they got metal detectors that you gotta walk in order to get to the club, oh, they used to it. They here for the smoke. The people there is here for the smoke. And so when I tell you, like, let's tell you these red flags, you need to just be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm not trying to scare y'all. If you go to a car dealership and the person that talks to you, he brushes his hair to the back, he gonna try to rip you off, fam. That's a red flag. That is a red flag. I'm trying to tell you. If he brushes his hair backwards, you should already know. Oh, he gonna try to get you. He gonna try to sell you a lemon. And so, all right, before I get out of here, I meant to do this earlier, but as a lemon, not a car. I meant to do this earlier, but before I get out of here, I need everybody just to take a minute, and if you're in the chat room on Instagram, that's cool. You probably can't tag anybody. Facebook people, tag somebody that you love. Tag somebody that you love. Tag somebody that you care deeply for, whether it's a friend or a family member. It does not matter. I'm back. I'm back in serious mode because we have to shut it on down. Tag somebody that you deeply care for, because what this weekend has taught us is that time is short. Time is short. Time is not promised, and so we never know when the last time it is that we're gonna see, somebody that we love. And if it's somebody that you had some kind of beef with and it ain't really that serious, but y'all used to rock real tough, pick up that phone, call them folks, and hash that thing out. Because the last thing you want to have happen is something happened to them in which, it was a silly beef that could have been avoided. And so, before we get out of here, it's like she said, life is valuable. Life is valuable, and take use this year, use 2020 to do something that you ain't never done before. Expand your comfort zone. Start living. And if you ain't living, live with a purpose. Live on purpose. And so stop just existing, man, because you just never know when you're gonna get a chance to do something great. And so before you get up out this place, experience something new. Start now. Start planning it now. I love you too, Mom, Julian, Dad, Naya, everybody that's listening, man. I promise you, I appreciate it, man. Y'all dope. All the fellas, man. Y'all my guys. Y'all my extended brothers, man. I love all y'all. And until next time, man, y'all be safe out here in these streets. And give 8 seconds of silence for Kobe real quick. All right, man. We out, man. Y'all be easy.